Welcome back to our series, Ocean Mysteries. In the previous episode, we explored estuaries, essential habitats where rivers meet the sea. Today, we're diving into one of the ocean's most powerful phenomena, tides. Tides are daily movements of ocean water caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. This natural force shapes coastlines, influences marine life, and even impacts human activities. Get ready to uncover what makes the tides rise and fall and the profound effect they have on our planet. Tides, the power of gravitational forces on the ocean. What tides are and how they work. Tides are regular oscillations in sea level caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and, to a lesser extent, the sun. When the moon aligns with Earth, its gravity pulls the water toward it, creating a high tide. On the opposite side of the planet, another high tide forms due to the centrifugal force generated by Earth's rotation. Between these two areas of high tide, low tides occur. This constant movement of rising and falling waters shapes marine ecosystems and creates daily cycles of life along ocean shores and coastlines. The influence of the moon and sun on tides. The moon has the strongest influence on tides, but the sun also plays a significant role. When the sun, moon, and Earth align during a full moon or new moon, their combined gravitational forces create stronger tides, known as spring tides. When the moon and sun are at right angles relative to Earth, such as during the first and last quarters, their forces partially cancel each other out, resulting in weaker tides, called neap tides. This cycle of spring and neap tides occurs every 2 weeks. Tides and their impact on coastlines and geology. Tides play an essential role in shaping coastlines. As waters rise and fall, they erode rocks, transport sediments, and create new coastal habitats, like beaches and sandbars. This process is crucial for renewing ecosystems and forming natural barriers that protect coastal areas. Over millions of years, tides have shaped the geography of coastal regions, creating unique landscapes and ecosystems adapted to the ocean's constant movement. The role of tides in marine life and coastal ecosystems. Tides create daily cycles that influence the behavior of many marine species. In intertidal areas, like beaches and coral reefs, the rise and fall of the water expose organisms to sunlight and air during low tide, only to submerge them again at high tide. This dynamic environment requires plants and animals to adapt to changes in temperature and salinity. Additionally, tides affect the reproductive cycles of some species, which take advantage of high tide to release eggs and larvae, ensuring they spread through the water. Tides and their importance to fishing and the economy. Coastal fishing and mariculture, the farming of shellfish and crustaceans, rely directly on tides for success. During high tide, fish and other marine animals migrate to shallower areas, making them easier to catch. In intertidal zones, tides create ideal conditions for cultivating clams, oysters, and other seafood. In some regions, tidal energy is harnessed to generate electricity, offering a renewable and sustainable energy source. Tides, therefore, are not only a natural phenomenon but also an essential resource for coastal communities. The impact of climate change on tides and sea levels. Climate change is affecting sea levels, which in turn impacts tidal behavior. As sea levels rise due to melting glaciers and warming waters, coastal areas become more vulnerable to flooding during high tides and storms. This rise in sea level also threatens coastal ecosystems, like mangroves and estuaries, which depend on the balance between high and low tides. The impact of climate change on tides is a growing concern for coastal communities and environmental conservation. Tidal curiosities. Extreme and anomalous tides. Certain areas of the world experience exceptionally high tides, known as spring or storm tides. In the Bay of Fundy, Canada, for instance, some of the world's highest tides occur, with differences of up to 16 meters between high and low tide. Anomalous tides caused by events like earthquakes or volcanic eruptions can also generate massive waves known as tsunamis, which have devastating impacts on coastal regions. These extreme tides are examples of how tidal forces can vary with geological and climatic factors. The future of tidal energy exploration and utilization. Tidal energy is one of the most promising renewable energy sources. Several regions around the world, including the United Kingdom and Canada, already use tidal power plants to generate electricity. These plants harness the force of tides to move turbines, creating a clean and sustainable energy source. With advancing technology, the potential to harness tidal energy is growing, offering a solution to reduce fossil fuel dependence and combat climate change. The impact of tides on our lives and the marine environment. Tides are an incredible display of gravitational forces at work on our planet. This phenomenon not only shapes coastlines and influences marine life, but also plays a vital role in the economy and the search for sustainable energy sources. Understanding tides is understanding one of the most powerful connections between Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, and its impact is felt daily across oceans and coastal regions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of tides, subscribe, share, and keep following our series, because the oceans still have many mysteries to reveal. In our next episode, we'll learn about plankton, the tiny organisms that play a crucial role in the ocean and oxygen production. Don't miss it!